We've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does. And I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a third Pro Bowl in 2017.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Ryan on second down. He's got time in the pocket. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Play clock winding down. Third and long. It's Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wonder what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Back to throw, Smith. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense, a crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this, such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason, does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react. And that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014 coaching, but they did in 2015, so you can recover from it.
And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks of the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force, but on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the first down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and ended up making a really nice play.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
This is Charles, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You gotta love everything about that run, except for maybe a couple of things. You gotta wonder, do you fight a little harder to get into the end zone instead of going out at the 2-yard line? And I know one thing, the fantasy football guys, they are not too happy that he went out of bounds there instead of trying to get into the end zone.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. Fights off him, and he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Here's Smith looking to throw. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Surveying the field. Flush to his right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. We'll see Kelsey in the slot to the left. Now Smith. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, first and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Second and goal from the 7. Another shot here for Charles. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it.
And that is caught by Macklin for the Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the eye, and the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
On second down, Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 22.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. Second down, here's Ryan. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chris Jones in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense. And
you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here's Ryan to throw. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here in the NFL on EA Sports. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, 34 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st and 10, Smith. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 12. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And able to find Conley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is if they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses are 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
3rd and long. It's Smith. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs call on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go!
Out of the Wildcat, this is Freeman. And some room to roam now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second down following the run. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Smith. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
On third down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. He hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That's caught at the 1. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. They always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is the only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
They weren't able to complete that attempt, and that was a heck of an attempt there from the shadow of their own goal line. But that tells you how much confidence they have in their offensive line. Go ahead, dial one up, know that they can protect the quarterback, and let him fling one downfield. They didn't get it there, but they sent a message for the rest of the game.
From the end zone, Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From his end zone, Smith on third and long. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
When you have a lot of confidence in your offensive line, that allows you to take shots, as we just saw there. Hardly anyone is going to say, let's go ahead and dial up a big throw from the shadow of their own goal line. But they did there because they knew the guys up front would give them time. They weren't able to complete it, but it was a nice attempt.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Kelsey out in the slot right. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. They'll run. It's the fullback, DeMarco. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I still like the idea of letting your tailback get you home. But here, they let the fullback try to get the tough yard. And that's the toughest spot on the field. And he stopped for no gain on 1st down. And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
Good play here. 3rd down and goal. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And some space here. And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big run there by Charles. 49 yards on the ground. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Smith. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Forced out to his left. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Kelsey out in the slot right. On 4th down, Smith. Steps away to his left. And able to find Conley. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on fourth, that's a big play.
And it wasn't designed at all. Not a designed play for him to bootleg out or get outside the pocket. That's just feeling pressure, knowing where to exit, and as you mentioned, finding the first down on a fourth down play.
And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They run it. It's Charles. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Now a play fake here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Ryan to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Tomahali. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Deep drop. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to...
And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come up in an offset eye. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. That is caught inside the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons cut into that lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
And he motions the wide receiver. To throw for him is Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and a try for 2, unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. Try to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On second down, Jamal Charles. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So second and goal here from the 9. Again, it's Charles. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put and that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Smith looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got time. Still back there. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. One last shot for Ryan. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.
Show me what you like. Hey, y'all put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this in all white, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish? I told him it, practice it. I'm about to throw you up about it. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block me here cause someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright, somewhere, somebody that somebody that one day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Turn up the only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take your